Welcome back to our channel History Coins HD. As you that old is gold, but these rare Kennedy half-dollar coin that are most valuable than you think, don't spend one of them. You're lucky if you have one of these, so please watch complete video and find your treasure. Let's start this. Coin number 1. Where we unlock the hidden value of coins that many people overlook. Today we are diving into the story of one of the most iconic coins in United States history, the Kennedy half-dollar from 1776 to 1976 with the Denver Mint mark. This coin was specially struck to celebrate America's Bicentennial, 200 years of independence, and it carries a legacy that collectors all around the world are eager to own. Now let me tell you, this is not just any ordinary half-dollar. The 1776 to 1976 D Kennedy half-dollar is unique because it was released only for a short time to mark the nation's 200th birthday. That instantly makes it special and highly collectible. When you hold one of these coins in your hand, you are holding a piece of American history that was minted at a time of great national pride. The Denver Mint mark adds another layer of interest because collectors love to trace back where a coin was struck, and the Denver Mint produced some of the most attractive and well-struck examples. The design itself is powerful and unforgettable. On the obverse you have the bold portrait of President John F. Kennedy, a leader remembered for his vision and charisma, and on the reverse you see Independence Hall in Philadelphia, the birthplace of the Declaration of Independence. This was a deliberate choice by the U.S. Mint to honor both Kennedy's memory and the very roots of the American story. A coin like this doesn't just represent money, it represents pride, courage, and freedom, which makes it so desirable in the eyes of every collector. But here is where the thrill gets even higher for coin enthusiasts. Some of these 1776 to 1976 D Kennedy half-dollars were struck in special mint sets, others came in proof sets, and a few even show rare minting errors. Imagine finding one with a double die, off-center strike, or a planchet error. Those rare features can multiply the value of your coin many times over. Collectors are always ready to pay a premium for these rare mistakes because they are truly one-of-a-kind treasures. Now let me give you a tip that every serious collector should remember. Condition is everything. A coin that is shiny, with no scratches, no circulation wear, and kept in mint state condition is the one that sells for the highest price. If you are holding a 1776 to 1976 D Kennedy half-dollar in uncirculated condition, you could be sitting on something truly valuable. Always keep your coins stored safely, use protective holders, and avoid touching them with bare hands because even fingerprints can lower the value. Collectors across the United States and even internationally are looking for these bicentennial Kennedy halves in top condition. I have seen examples in major auctions where a flawless Denver Mint Kennedy half is sold for amazing amounts, and private collectors have been known to pay generously just to add one of these historical coins to their collection. Now the part you have been waiting for, the value reveal. If you have a 1776 to 1976 D Kennedy half-dollar in brilliant uncirculated condition, or even more special with a rare mint error, it can be worth an incredible $3,000 in today's collector market. That's right, $3,000 for a single half-dollar coin that many people think is just pocket change. In some auctions across U.S. cities like Chicago and New York, collectors have paid similar amounts for high-grade examples, and that shows just how much demand exists for this piece of history. So my friends, do not underestimate this coin. Check your collections, your old boxes, your inherited stashes, because you never know, you might already have a Kennedy half-dollar that could bring you a big surprise. In conclusion, the 1776 to 1976 D Kennedy half-dollar is more than just a coin. It is a celebration of America's 200 years of freedom, a tribute to President Kennedy, and a symbol of national pride. Its rarity, its unique design, and its potential value make it a true collector's dream. If you enjoyed this journey into the history and value of the Kennedy half-dollar, make sure you like this video, subscribe to our channel, and hit the notification bell so you never miss a chance to discover more hidden treasures from the world of coins. Thank you for joining me today, and remember, every coin has a story, and sometimes that story is worth far more than you could ever imagine. Coin number 2. I am bringing you something truly special that has fascinated collectors for decades, the United States of America Kennedy half-dollar from 1971 with the Denver Mint mark. This coin might look like a simple half-dollar to some people, but believe me, there are secrets and surprises behind this coin that can make it highly desirable for collectors around the world. I will tell you all about its uniqueness, its rarity, and its potential value, so don't miss even a single moment of this video because every detail counts for a serious collector. The 1971 Kennedy half-dollar is a historic coin because it was the very first year that the U.S. Mint stopped using silver in regular circulation half-dollars. Before 1971 these coins carried silver content, but in 1971 the composition changed to a copper-nickel clad, making this coin a turning point in American coinage history. Collectors love first-year issues, and this coin is exactly that, a milestone in the Kennedy series and in U.S. Mint history. On the front side of this coin we see the strong and iconic profile of President John F. Kennedy designed by Gilroy Roberts, which has become one of the most recognized coin portraits in American history. On the reverse is the stunning presidential seal designed by Frank Gasparo, featuring the eagle with its shield arrows and olive branch, a design that radiates strength and authority. Every detail is sharply struck, and when you see a coin in mint state condition the shine and luster are breathtaking. But what makes the 1971 Kennedy half-dollar really interesting is the rarity of certain conditions and error coins. While millions were minted at the Denver Mint, only a small number remain in gem uncirculated condition, and those are the ones collectors chase. Imagine finding one with a double die error or a clipped planchet or even an off-center strike. These rare mistakes can transform an ordinary half-dollar into a highly valuable collectible. Error coins are like treasures within treasures because they are truly one of a kind and collectors pay strong prices to own them. Now let me share a few important tips for collectors who are passionate about finding the right Kennedy half-dollar from 1971. Always pay attention to the grade of the coin because condition is everything in the collector market. A coin with scratches and wear from circulation might still hold interest, but an uncirculated example with full luster can fetch far higher prices. Keep your coins protected in proper holders or cases because even small marks can lower their desirability. And never forget to check carefully for mint errors because those little details could be the difference between a coin worth a few dollars and a coin worth a fortune. Collectors across America know how popular Kennedy half-dollars are, and there is always strong demand at coin shows, auctions, and even private sales. I have seen dealers in cities like Dallas and Chicago paying well for high-grade 1971 examples, especially when they have eye appeal and rarity. Auction houses also report strong bidding whenever a superb uncirculated example comes on the block, and that shows the growing appreciation for this coin among serious numismatists. And now for the part you have been waiting for, the value reveal. A 1971 Kennedy half-dollar in brilliant uncirculated condition with no marks and full shine can reach up to $2,000 in today's collector market. That's right, $2,000 for a coin that many people still think of as just pocket change. And if you happen to own one with a rare mint error, the price can climb even higher depending on the type and visibility of the error. So my friends, this is why you should always keep an eye on your Kennedy half-dollars, especially from 1971 with the D mint mark. They are pieces of history, they are treasures of American coinage, and they are in high demand among collectors everywhere. In conclusion, the 1971 Kennedy half-dollar is not just a 50-cent piece, it is a story of change in U.S. Mint history. It is a symbol of President Kennedy's lasting legacy, and it is a coin that can bring serious value if you have the right one in the right condition. Keep searching, keep collecting, and keep learning because you never know when the next coin you pick up might turn out to be the jewel of your collection. Thank you for joining me today on this exciting journey, and if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell so you never miss another chance to discover the hidden treasures in the world of coins. Until next time, happy collecting, and may your next find be your best one yet. Coin number 3, we are diving deep into one of the most fascinating half-dollars ever struck in United States history, the rare 1972 Kennedy half-dollar. This coin may look like just another piece of change at first glance, but there is something about its uniqueness and rarity that makes it stand out in the world of numismatics. So listen carefully, stay with me until the very end, because I'm going to share details that could turn an ordinary-looking half-dollar into a collector's dream worth serious money. The Kennedy half-dollar series began in 1964 to honor the legacy of President John F. Kennedy after his assassination, and ever since then, this coin has captured the hearts of collectors all across America. The 1972 issue struck at the Denver Mint came during a time when millions were made for circulation, yet hidden among those ordinary coins are rare varieties and minting errors that can turn this coin into a small fortune for its lucky owner. What makes the 1972 Kennedy half-dollar so exciting is the errors that came out of the minting process. Imagine holding a coin where the design was struck slightly off-center, or where the planchet had a flaw, or even doubled features on the lettering and numbers. These are not mistakes to a collector, they are treasures that make a coin one of a kind. Error coins like this are the heartbeat of collecting because no two errors are exactly the same, and that rarity creates incredible demand among those who truly know their value. collectors have reported that some of these rare 1972D error coins have been sold in coin shows and auctions for amazing amounts. People bring them to numismatic events and dealers are always eager to take a closer look because they know these coins do not come around every day. When you combine rarity with strong collector demand, you create a perfect storm where prices can climb higher and higher with each sale. If you are a collector or someone who just loves the thrill of searching through pocket change, here's a tip for you. Always keep a magnifying glass close by when looking at Kennedy half dollars. Pay attention to details like doubling on the date 1972 or the D mint mark that might appear misplaced or doubled. Look for coins with sharp strikes and minimal wear because condition is everything in the coin world. A coin in pristine uncirculated condition will always bring in higher value compared to one that has been heavily circulated. Now let me give you an example that will make your collecting heart race. A collector in a major auction house recently sold a rare 1972D Kennedy half dollar with an error for an amount that stunned the room. It went for more than $3,000 in a bidding war. And in certain coin shows across the United States, similar coins in uncirculated condition have sold for around $2,000 depending on their rarity and demand at the time. This proves that your ordinary looking coin could be a jackpot waiting to be discovered. The beauty of coin collecting is that every coin tells a story. The 1972D Kennedy half dollar carries with it not only the memory of a beloved president but also the thrill of hidden treasures waiting to be found in circulation or old collections. Its rarity combined with unique minting errors makes it one of the most talked about half dollars for collectors who know what to look for. So my friends, the original market value of this rare Kennedy half dollar 1972D coin in pristine and error condition can reach as high as $3,000 in today's market. That's right, $3,000 for a single half dollar that might be sitting unnoticed in a drawer or a coin jar right now. And that brings us to the conclusion of today's journey through coin history. If you are a coin enthusiast, always keep your eyes open for this rare gem because the 1972D Kennedy half dollar is more than just money, it is a piece of history and a ticket to incredible value. Collectors all over America are searching for it, so don't miss your chance to look closely at every coin you come across. Thank you for staying with me through this exciting discovery. If you enjoyed learning about the rare Kennedy half dollar, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so you never miss the next thrilling coin adventure. Until next time, my friends, keep collecting and keep hunting because you never know when the next treasure will appear in your hands. Coin number 4. I have something truly exciting for you because we are going to talk about a coin that many people overlook but collectors know it can be a hidden treasure, the rare Kennedy half dollar from 1998 with the P mint mark. This coin holds stories of American history, fascinating errors, and collector demand that can surprise you in ways you would never imagine. So stay with me until the very end because I will reveal its real value and you don't want to miss a single detail. The Kennedy half dollar has always been a special coin for Americans because it was first minted in memory of President John F. Kennedy after his tragic assassination in 1963. Every year since then, the coin has continued to be a symbol of respect and remembrance, but certain years stand out more than others. The year 1998 is one of those special years, especially the coin struck at the Philadelphia Mint with the P mint mark. While millions of these coins were made, only a very small fraction carry those rare qualities and minting errors that set them apart and make collectors go after them with passion. Now let me take you into the details of why the 1998 P Kennedy half dollar is so interesting. Some of these coins came out of the mint with unique errors like doubling on the letters or numbers, off-center strikes, or slight misalignments that happened during production. Instead of lowering the coin's value, these mistakes make them more desirable because error coins are considered unique treasures by collectors. Imagine holding a coin where the date or the mint mark appears doubled or shifted. That kind of rarity turns a 50-cent piece into something worth thousands. Collectors absolutely love coins from the late 1990s in high-grade conditions because by this time most half dollars were not being used in everyday circulation anymore. Many of them went straight into storage or were forgotten about, which means finding a perfectly preserved 1998 P in mint state can be extremely rewarding. Coin grading companies give top dollar ratings for coins with sharp details, no scratches, and perfect luster, and when that happens the market value rises fast. If you are a collector or just starting your coin journey, here's a tip you must follow. Always use a magnifying glass when checking a 1998 P Kennedy half dollar. Look carefully at the date 1998 and the P mint mark because many of the double die varieties show up right there. Also pay close attention to the edges and the strike quality because collectors value coins with strong sharp rims and clean surfaces. The smallest difference in condition can mean a difference of hundreds or even thousands of dollars in market value. Let me give you a real-world example to make this even more exciting. At a coin show in Florida, a collector once brought a 1998 P. Kennedy half-dollar with a dramatic off-center strike error, and it was quickly sold at auction for more than $1,500. And at another auction house, a pristine uncirculated coin graded by a top grading company reached close to $2,000 because demand was so high. These stories show us how much value is hidden in a coin that many people ignore in their collection jars or boxes. This is what makes coin collecting so thrilling. The 1998 P. Kennedy half-dollar is more than just a piece of change. It is a snapshot of history, a symbol of a nation's memory, and sometimes a golden opportunity for collectors who are lucky enough to find the right one. Between the unique minting errors, the condition rarity, and the strong demand among enthusiasts, this coin has carved out a very special place in the world of numismatics. So here is the big reveal that you have been waiting for. The original market value of the rare Kennedy half-dollar 1998 P coin in pristine mint state condition with error varieties can reach as high as $2,000 in today's market. Yes, my friends, $2,000 for a single half-dollar that may be sitting unnoticed in a coin jar or an old collection right now. This is why I always remind you to look closely at every coin that passes through your hands, because you never know when you might stumble upon a hidden gem. The Kennedy half-dollar is one of the most beloved coins in American history, and the 1998 P stands as proof that even modern issues can hold incredible value if you know what to look for. Thank you so much for joining me today on this journey into the world of rare coins. If you enjoyed learning about the 1998 P Kennedy half-dollar, then be sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss the next exciting discovery. Keep hunting, keep collecting, and maybe the next treasure will be right in your hands. Coin number 5. I have something truly special for you, because we are going to uncover the secrets of the rare 1981 P Kennedy half-dollar. This is not just an ordinary half-dollar, it is a coin that carries history, mystery, and value that can surprise you in the most thrilling way. So make sure you listen carefully and don't miss a single point, because what I am about to share can make a huge difference for every collector and treasure hunter out there. The Kennedy half-dollar series is one of the most beloved coins in the United States, and every year brings its own story. The 1981 P edition, struck at the Philadelphia Mint, came during a time when these coins were already becoming less common in everyday circulation. By the early 1980s, half-dollars were not used much in daily transactions, which means finding one today, especially in pristine condition, is far more difficult than people realize. That scarcity creates real demand among collectors who know how rare high-quality examples from this year can be. What really excites collectors about the 1981 P Kennedy half-dollar are the minting errors and varieties that came out of production. Some coins display doubling on the date or the word Liberty, some have off-center strikes that show part of the design missing, and others reveal subtle but unique flaws that happened at the mint. Instead of being seen as mistakes, these errors are prized because they make the coin one of a kind. Think about it, anyone can own a regular half-dollar, but only a few people in the world can own a misstruck 1981 P that tells its own unique story. Over the years, these coins have appeared at major coin shows and auctions where collectors compete fiercely to add them to their collections. Dealers know that the 1981 P with errors and in mint condition can bring serious offers because demand for Kennedy half-dollars is always high. There are reports of collectors paying large sums at auctions in places like New York and Chicago for pristine examples that show rare doubling or sharp uncirculated details. That's why this coin has become such a hot topic in the coin community. Now let me share some tips for collectors who are eager to search for this hidden gem. First, always examine the date and mint mark with a magnifying glass, because that's where most doubled die errors show themselves. Look closely at the letters and numbers. If they look doubled or shifted, you may be holding something valuable. Second, always pay attention to the coin's overall condition. Collectors value coins with clean surfaces, strong edges, and brilliant luster, so the less wear your coin shows, the higher its market worth will be. Finally, keep your coins properly stored in protective holders to maintain their condition over the years, because preservation is key to keeping the value strong. This is what makes coin collecting so thrilling. You never know when an ordinary-looking coin will turn out to be a hidden treasure. The 1981 P Kennedy half-dollar may seem like just another coin to the untrained eye, but to a collector it is a piece of American history and a symbol of rarity and uniqueness. That's why the excitement around this coin has only grown stronger with time. Now comes the moment you've been waiting for, the real market value of this coin. A rare 1981p Kennedy half-dollar in pristine mint state condition with special varieties and errors can sell today for as much as $2,500. Yes, my friends, $2,500 for a coin that many people overlook or leave sitting in old collections, so always remember to check your coins carefully because you never know when one of these treasures might fall into your hands. The 1981p Kennedy half-dollar is a coin that every serious collector dreams of finding, and if you're lucky enough to own one in top condition, you may be holding a piece of history worth far more than its face value. Thank you for joining me on this thrilling journey through the story of the 1981p Kennedy half-dollar. If you enjoyed this discovery and want to keep learning about rare and valuable coins, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so you never miss the next exciting find. Until next time, keep searching, keep collecting, and maybe the next treasure will be waiting right in your pocket.